Tebble's got their life together in a way I wish I did. I'm proud of Tebble. Oh, hi. Oh, I forgot to actually turn on my tracking. That helps, doesn't it, when I do that? Okay, pretend I'm not here right now, okay? Pretend there we go, and pretend I've got my jacket on. Oh, hi! Hi, it's me, Katie She. It's you, my favorite people on the internet. Congrats on being a PNG tuber. Thank you! Hello to Shinberg, congratulations on being first. Hello to Jalzan, your plan to kill your players and reincarnate them for a diversity initiative is amazing. I love it so much. Hello to Riley. Hello, who else have I missed? Hello to moderator Dave, of course, who brought me a cup of tea and is now my bestie. Well done. The bribery. Oh, he made sentient Sour Patch. Okay, hang on, I'm catching up on Jalzan's D&D game. One of my friends made a calzone golem that spewed molten pizza sauce. Okay, that's amazing. And they made sentient Sour Patch Kids. What are Sour Patch Kids? I hear about them a lot, but I don't actually know what they are. Are they sour sweeties? I'm gonna Google them right now. Now is the time to Google them, okay? Okay, Sour Patch Kids. I feel like they may have been in the UK briefly. Like, owned by Robinsons. Oh yeah! They're the green things owned by Robinsons. They're scary. I don't like them. I don't like them. They're scary. I don't like Sour Patch Kids. They make me uncomfortable. They are bad jelly babies with salt, the kind that hurts your mouth. I mean, I usually like sour sweeties. I enjoy the pain. I like the pain flavor. It's my favorite flavor. I was that kitten who would go to the shop and get all the sour sweeties, the ones with like big like warnings on the label to try and scare people off buying them. I was that kid. I love sour. It's a great flavor. I like it in sweets. I like it as long as the sweetness eventually overrides it. Neo says, I'm here, have fear. Hello, my power washing buddy. Hello, Neo. Love you platonically. Hello. I did make a horror themed game. I got rave reviews, says Jalzan. Yes. Yes. Jelly babies, bad jelly babies. Okay, to be fair, they're less like branded jelly babies and more like Tesco and brand ones. Sour food makes me unhappy, man. I like sour sweet food. I love sour sweeties, but like sour in savory food makes me uncomfortable. I kind of want to make a dryad with the fiendish template. That sounds amazing, Jalzan. I want to hear about that. Fiendish dryads. I feel like dryads' mythology are pretty damn fiendish by nature, so it fits in my book. Like, dryads are pretty... not malevolent, but they can be, especially if their forest is fucked up. Which, let's be honest, which forest isn't right now? But hello everyone, welcome and happy Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. I was watching a documentary about Edinburgh's Beltane festival earlier, and it looks really cool. I kind of want to go to it. There's lots of people in body paint, there's fire. What else do I need? Pretty sure that is a place where I would get tracked down by the Fae, though. I feel like I would blow my cover if I went to Beltane. I feel like, strategically, probably not the best move Katie She could do while trying to be on the down low. But it looks so cool, though. I love fire. Oh, the forest she's from was overrun by demons at one point. Okay, you've got a solid base there. In one of my writing projects, the main setting is basically purgatory, which is fun to work with as a setting because I spend a lot of time thinking about the logistics of this purgatory environment, and it has a day-night cycle. So I reckon geographically, so in this universe, everyone in purgatory was alive at some point. And I try and figure out how to reduce the overwhelm, because realistically a purgatory environment would be absolutely flooded with people, same with hell or heaven, so how would those environments not become hugely overwhelming, overstimulating nightmare zones? So in my head, so the way I work it is that the purgatorial areas are basically sectioned off, and the sectioning off is based on the geography of where you died, because then that gives the region a day-night cycle to tie into. But it's like, what is a sane number to limit a zone to? What would be a sensible kind of zone limit when you've got that many people potentially coming through? Does it even matter? I don't know, but I think about it. I think about the logistics of purgatorial zone planning far too much. But you're not Katie She, you're Shady the cat girl. An alter ego! An alter ego! Or I could put my horns on and become Katie Sheep. Yeah, I love, but okay, the reason I went on to the purgatorial setting, I remembered the thread there, was because in this universe that I write these stories in, purgatory obviously has links to hell. There's ways in and out. There's certain hell mouths that you can go in and out of, and one of them's a forest, because based heavily on Akigahara Forest, because Akigahara is it's hellish by nature. I feel like the famous suicide, the unaliving woods, shall we TikTokify it, in Japan. So it's heavily based on that, and basically exists in hell, in purgatory, wherever the fuck it wants. It transcends boundaries. So woods, I feel like, are a good vibe for any kind of hellish setting. I do love a sort of spooky woods setting. So you're working on purgatory zoning laws. I am apparently thinking too much about purgatory zoning laws. Like, yeah, I tie myself in knots about the setting a lot, because one of the things that I want to work with is the idea that everything in purgatory, apart from the people, is something that has fallen out of fashion or out of use in the real world, and that's why it goes to purgatory. That's why it's available in purgatory. So like clothes that are out of fashion, tech that is out of fashion, discarded rubbish piling up everywhere. But then it's like, how do you handle things like trend cycles? Do clothes just appear one day and then go the next day? How do you handle hipsters? I think about it a lot. And like buildings, I feel like skyscrapers inherently, and office buildings are liminal, and airports are inherently liminal purgatorial spaces. But then it's a case of like, who is building these buildings? Does anyone need to be building these buildings, or can they just exist liminally, just like they do in real life? And it's like, if there's a tiny village of people in this purgatorial zone, who's maintaining the skyscrapers? Do they even need maintained? Are they just like video games and it's just a pre-render on the other side of the glass? Clearly I've missed something. Welcome in, dear Geek Place. Jalzan was talking about a dryad with a fiendish background, and a fiendish influence, which sounds amazing. And then I got thinking about my writing projects, and I tangented a lot. Because hey, it's Camp Nano Month, and I should be writing, but I'm not. Purgatory has only just embraced the CD. Yeah, but before that it did embrace vinyls, and now they're popular again, so all the vinyls are gone. You get me, you get me. They were loving vinyls, and now all the vinyls have started disappearing. So they're like, huh, CDs, that's cool, they can fit so much tracks. The buildings are all the buildings that have been destroyed in wars or through time. See, I feel like if they've been destroyed, that feels more like a heaven or hell type situation. Like Library of Alexandra. Where should that be? I think I've read books where a version of that's in hell, and I kind of love that. The Library of Alexandra, I feel like that's either heaven or hell, but not purgatory. It's not liminal enough. It's not enough of a waste of space to be purgatorial. You need that feeling of like corporate emptiness, of just like utter like landlord greed. There's probably a version of purgatory with a lot of those landlord special houses. Just everything is white. Everything is white. All the mold is painted over. Yeah. There's a version of purgatory with just all the shoddy new builds that are done on a budget. Based on that one TikTok I watched of the Welsh guy just ripping into every single new build. Oh, this is fun. I enjoy talking about writing projects. I hope this isn't me sounding like a huge nerd. I don't talk about writing enough, and I feel like I should. I should embrace the cringe that is me and talk about it more. It 100% is old underground stations. Yes! Yes, 100%. Yeah, the old underground stations, definitely. And maybe some of the ones that were like built in the hopes of tourism that never came in various countries. It is lovely and sunny outside. Why am I cold? There's something with the temperature today. I was shivering earlier. And like, it's July. I should not be shivering. I was also in bed, so it's like I shouldn't be shivering in bed. I had a duvet on me. But I was shivering. Maybe I'm not eating enough. Maybe you're not eating enough. Are you eating enough? Look after yourself, dear Geek Place. Kate, you might want to watch the animated movie Green Snake. It might help with your purgatory. Hell yes! Green Snake. Ooh, okay. Ooh. The 2021 film, is it? Oh, that looks pretty. Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. Under a bed in July and shivering is insane. Yeah. Honestly, I might be slightly unwell because I've been sleeping a lot the last few days. So my body might be like, hey, something's fucked. It might be sounding the alarm bells and I might just be ignoring them. We in the Arctic. We are in the Arctic. Oh, and also welcoming everyone. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday. If you haven't claimed your daily egg, make sure you get it. I had eggs for lunch/dinner. For dinner. It was really good. When don't you sleep a lot? On election nights, apparently. Haha. Hey. But it's a sequel to The White Snake. Got it. Oh, that looks... The style looks really cute. I'm going to pop the Wikipedia links in the chat because the style looks adorable. I'm guessing it would count as a donwa, right? Or, yeah, I'm guessing it would count as a donwa. It's Chinese animated media. Looks really pretty though. The style looks so good. It looks so pretty. I love it. Your Geek Place is 40% egg. How much egg am I? What are my egg levels like? They should be high. 91% egg. Hell yeah! Drinner egg wins. I feel like Green Snake should have come first and White Snake is the Green Snake shed its skin. I kind of want to actually and be like, actually, that's not how snakes work. Actually, when they shed their skin, they don't change color. But you know that. You know that, moderator Dave. I love me some Blinner. Oh. Wait, Eva, why are you crying? Oh, because you're 29% egg. Oh, that's fair. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I do love snakes. The skin that's left is white. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The shed skin is kind of whitish, transparent. Man, there's so many fun projects I want to work on this July. There's so many fun projects. My brain is very burr at the moment, and there's so many things I kind of want to work on stream. Detroit Play Games, welcome! Detroit Plays Games. Detroit Plays Games. Detroit does play games. You're so right. Welcome on in. Also, I need to say hello to Death Metal 62. Welcome on in as well. Welcome, Detroit Plays Games. Even from Detroit, we bet you've got a top-tier UK supermarket pick. Frosty Bot is trying his best. Good job, Frosty. You made an attempt. Yeah, there's so many projects I want to work on stream. I'd love to do some Camp Nano writing sessions so I can get back in my writing. The Queer Games bundle has got me tempted to dig up some of my old visual novel projects and get them actually completed. And also, I got this really baller idea for a nice simple app. So I spent the last couple of days looking into app development, going, how can I make this work? And realized that app development is very overwhelming. And I'm not sure I can make it work, which is very disappointing for my soul. Like, it doesn't need to be an app. It's app styled in the layout in my head, but I could just make it a web page. But then it's like, what web stack do I pick? Because I'm a basic bitch. I love HTML and CSS. But I'm not sure HTML and CSS are enough to carry me on this one. I think I might need like a web stack. And it's like, do I use React? Because React big scary. And then there's other ones like there's Svelte. And I can't even say Svelte. How am I supposed to code in it? Just get AI to make the app for you. Genuinely, I was tempted to crack open the ChatGPT to give me some guidance here, because that is a situation where ChatGPT actually has use. And when I was Googling, how do I learn how to develop a website? I wanted to be a progressive web app, which is a type of website that you can make an app very easily. And that's totally doable, but I'm probably jumping 5 steps ahead by looking at that. But I asked ChatGPT and it actually gave me some good info, as much as I'm iffy about AI. But half the YouTube videos were like, I used ChatGPT to make an app, and I don't really want to watch those because I feel like the quality of code is going to be shite. I don't trust ChatGPT to not give me rubbish code. But I am tempted out of laziness. I will be up and down doing laundry, making dinner. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Laundry and dinner! The Saturday Tasks of Champions. I was meant to be finishing my strawberry patch replanting project today, but it's grey and cold, so that didn't happen. You also need to stop stalling and bring up the tier list. You're so right. You're so right. But I'm having fun. Talking shite in the cat girl catch up corner. Cat girl catch up, cat girl catch up. Let's go to the gaming screen. So, alright. Okay, so the theme of the stream is we're going to be doing a supermarket tier list stream. So we have about 30 different people who have submitted their OCs, their VTubers, their characters of choice. Yeah, we're starting with the cool Skelly to be on. Wait, why do I have ads? What? Sorry, they're not ads, they're stupid memes that I have on there. I'll hide them to avoid confusion. um yeah, this is just Clip Paint Studio, but I was looking at there's this meme. I'll get to it. Hang on, right. Sequential order, Katie, sequential order. So 30 lovely people have submitted their OCs and their VTubers for me to tell them which UK supermarket they would shop at. Yeah. Yeah, I see why you were confused. Yeah, I see why you were confused. Yep, I get to decide which UK supermarket y'all shop at. And to begin with, that means explaining the UK supermarkets from an entirely biased perspective. My perspective. Only my perspective. This is not the omnipresent supermarket. I am not the arbiter of supermarkets, but I do have strong opinions. And by watching this tier list, you're just gonna have to put up with them. You can argue them if you want. You can give me your contradictory UK supermarket opinions, but I'm gonna tell you mine. You know, nobody wants to see my layers? Oh, come on. Nobody wants to see my layers? Nobody? Nobody wants to see my layers? I want to see my layers. I want to see my layers. You're right, though. I did have it nicely tweaked, but every time I hit the scroll button, it goes, yee, yee. I meant the OBS source. Okay. I'll do it. Nah, I don't. I want people to see my work. I want people to see my struggle. I want people to see my struggle. So when I inevitably fuck up and zoom out 5 billion times, people know what's up. And I need people to know when I'm just making a cock of it. Yeah. I want people to see what I want people to see when I fail. Yeah. You get it, Eva. You get it. So the supermarkets. Let's go over them. At the top are this isn't actually sequential by good bad. There is no good bad in supermarkets. It's just it is what it is. The size of the guest images, that's fair. That is fair and sensible. Can I just be lazy and just can I just be lazy and do this? Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy and do this. Yeah, lazy time. There we go. Lazy mode go. Lazy mode go. So, these are our supermarket choices. And I think we've got most of them now, but I keep bringing up supermarkets that aren't on the list. Every time I see a VTuber, I'm like, I'm gonna bring up a bunch of supermarkets that don't exist, and it's been driving poor Dave up the wall. Sorry, Dave. But in no order at all, we have Lidl and Aldi. These are the Nordic brands, I believe. German? Oh god, I didn't do my research. Lidl is Swedish? Okay, Lidl is German. I got that right. Aldi is also German. I got it right first time. Debenhams and B&M are not supermarkets and home bargains. Okay, yeah, I did suggest those, but yeah, I got overruled. Yeah, Lidl and Aldi are German supermarkets that are very popular as budget supermarkets in the UK. And they're both famous for having their middle section having the most random shit possible. The weirdest, randomest, most exciting shit. I love Lidl and Aldi because, like, the outside is actual groceries that I need, and the middle section is just ADHD brain go burr. I go in there and it's like, maybe I don't need a crochet kit, but they have one. I'm from Florida, but we do have Aldi here. Yeah, Aldi's pretty global now. Aldi is pretty global, and I love that. They have them in most parts of the world now, though the content does vary a little, I think. Yeah, but they're very much a centerpiece of the UK economy. In what world is Debenhams a supermarket? I mean, they do have good food sections, I think. I think they have food sometimes. I'm not sure. I thought they have food. They live in all the budget supermarkets with complete ADHD brain goes burr middle sections. If you need random shit, these are your shops. If you need a snack helmet shaped like an American football helmet, they've got it. If you need your wheat biscuits, your ice cube trays, and a two-person kayak, they've got it. If you didn't need any of those things, you're probably walking out with them anyway. I love them. I'm very biased to these two. These are like, if I was to put Katie on this list, I'd probably be. I want to be an Aldi girly because that's more my colours, but realistically, Aldi is less available in rural parts of Scotland, so I'm a little girly. I love Lidl though. I love Lidl. It suits my chaos brain because I can look at the leaflet every week, and there's different stuff every week. So instead of just going to the same grocery store and seeing the same things every single week, there's always something new. So I can be like, I'm going to go to Lidl today and get a knockoff Stanley Cup, and that'll be the novelty that pulls me in so I can get my normal groceries. I love it. I love it. Iceland and Farm Foods are our frozen food shops of choice. They tend to be, again, on the budget range, and they're aimed at people with freezer space, and they're delightful. They have lots of really good food. They are not as available in my neck of the woods again. They tend to be in kind of like city centres or very car dependent. But they're really, and also like frozen food isn't something I try to rely on too heavily. Though if I could, if there was one close to me, I absolutely would. I am generally a Tesco shopper, but Aldi has the cheap wine I like. You're so right, dear place. Aldi and Lidl both have amazing cheap ciders and gins and wines. And Lidl and Aldi, being German, have the best mulled wine in winter. God, I buy their mulled wine by the crate in winter. And chances are, if you're in the UK and you've been to a mulled wine stall, 99% of the time, they're just bulk buying the Lidl and Aldi stuff. 99% of the time, that's all they do. And honestly, fair play to them. It's the best stuff out there. So Iceland and Farm Foods are frozen food shops. Iceland has the slogan, that's why mums go to Iceland. So if you're a mummy type VTuber, if you are a mother, you may end up in Iceland for that reason, because you are a mum, and it is your rightful place. So if you think you have strong mum energy, feel free to let me know in the chat, because I might miss it if depending on the visuals. So if you think that you deserve to be in the home for mums, do let me know. Tesco is one of the big British supermarket chains. Kind of a British institution, though. If I check it just now, I bet it's owned by some horrible big corporation at this point. Who owns Tesco's? Who owns Tesco's at this point? Let me see. Let me see. Let me go be disappointed, because everything is owned by somebody big, right? Isn't it? Who owns it? Who owns you? Who owns you, Tesco? Who owns Tesco? Is it still owned by Tesco? Well, they own ShopRite now. Their CEO is Kim Murphy. It looks like they're still actually owned within the UK by Tesco. That's impressive, honestly. So hell yeah, the big, the big UK supermarket. They also own Paper Chase, which I believe is mostly shut down. I think most of the Paper Chases have shut down. They own Booker, a really big discount shop. Macro, another discount shop that's more down in England. Premier Foods, Premier Stores, which is like kind of like a Spar type corner shop. F&F is a clothing brand, and the One Stop Shops, which I think is an England type corner shop brand as well. They own all of those. They also own ShopRite in Ireland. And yeah, as far as I can tell, they are actually still British owned. Good for them, good for them. And they have, holy smokes, 3,712 shops. That's insane. They also have really big shops like the Tesco Extra and the Superstores, which have everything. I love those. I love Tesco's, honestly. It's reasonably well priced, though they've done what a lot of supermarkets are doing now, where you need a loyalty card to get the prices right, which is stupid, and I hate it, and I hate that we've gone this way. That's my Tesco rant over. But if you don't have a club card now, you are going to get fucked for prices. Yeah, Tesco is probably my regular, if I'm being honest, because it's convenient. Asda is the big competitor to Tesco that has been struggling in the last couple of years, really. It was owned by the Walmart brothers, and then I believe got sold. Let me double check. Yeah, it was owned by the Walmart. It was Asda owned by Walmart for ages, and I think Walmart might have let go of it. I'm trying to find out. Because they were Asda Walmart for a while. And I'm trying to see if Walmart still owns it. Oh no, the Issa brothers have it now. Yes, so it's no longer Walmart. It's now owned by the Issa brothers, and the Issa brothers are kind of famous dickheads for running everything into the ground. The Issa brothers are generally not well liked. Walmart still has a 10% stake in it, but the Issa brothers are now like majority shareholders with 22%. They're British Indian billionaires. They're famous for wrecking a lot of stuff and being like oil barons, and almost buying out Subway. And things have not been going well for Asda now that the Issa brothers are owning them. Things have been going rapidly downhill. But does Walmart and Asda have the same energy? That is a good question, Jackalope. Also, hello, Jackalope. It's so good to see you on stream. Big, big hugs. Always good to see you in chat. Do they have the same energy? I don't think so. But all I know of Walmart energy is from the old People of Walmart site, which was an extremely judgy website that was really popular in like the early 2000s. I don't think it's as chaotic, but it is pretty chaotic, honestly, especially in the late hours. Like 2 a.m. Asda is a miserable place. It's a place of fear. I do not enjoy 2 a.m. Asda. I had been there at 2 a.m. because I once got addicted to a lemonade that was flavored like mojito. So just mint lemonade, honestly. It was very basic in retrospect, but I was obsessed with it at the time. It was my hyper focus food. So I'm like, and I was a fairly new driver, so I was like, it's 2 a.m. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get some minty lemonade. And it was full of like roving teenagers, all like bullying the staff and shouting and running around. And I'm just like, I'm terrified. I don't belong here. Canadian Walmart, not USA Walmart energy. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. But also generally not the same kind of chaos levels, because even at its worst, the UK's chaos is more like drunken, loud, rude chaos rather than like proper chaos. UK's bad at chaosing. But yeah, it is partly owned by Walmart still, so if you are a American VTuber or have an American OC, there's a good chance I might typecast you into Asda. I'll be real. Morrisons are a UK brand that was really huge, like maybe 10, 20 years ago, back when it was Safeways. Um, yeah, it was, they bought out all the Safeways, they did, yeah. So Morrisons was basically unknown until it took over all the Safeways, which were huge. And now it's pretty huge after that takeover. But it's also in decline because it's not keeping up with the budget supermarkets. And it's always been kind of a slightly posh version of Tesco and Asda. It's always been a little bit more pricey. But also kind of shitty and run down. Morrison's is weird, right? Morrison's inherently always looks run down as fuck. Every Morrison's I go to just looks decrepit. It looks like it was originally a Safeway and they haven't updated the building since. Morrison's is in a weird place, and they have done some really nice stuff. They are the only UK kind of supermarket that I can really find around here that does like a nice salad bar. Kind of basic bitch stuff for folks in the US. Like salad bars are basic, but not often seen in the UK, and I like them. I like a nice salad bar a lot, and Morrison's tend to have them. They also have really fancy fruit sections now where they like pump mist over the fruit to make it all like wet and shiny and glossy, which is really cool, and they're the only supermarket doing it as far as I can tell. I have a local Morrison's and it looks fine, but I'm critical of their bakery section. Yeah, their bakery section has has supporters and non-supporters. I hear people say their jam donuts are the best, and I'd be tempted to agree. Their jam donuts are pretty peak. They also tend to have a cafe, and their cafe, as far as supermarket cafes, are pretty peak as well. A lot of these big supermarket chains have cafes where you can get cheap tea, coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinners. But Morrison's actually goes out of their way to keep their prices low and to target people that are struggling in a way that's really cool. So Asda and Morrison's cafes are both pretty solid and have a nice niche for communities where it's hard to get like cheap meals, especially for families. So they do some cool stuff there. Why did my headphones just die? Headphones, come on, come back online. Not enough noise. Oh, it's because I've got no background noise on. You know, that's very fair, headphones. Let's get some Katie Frash on the go. Da 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 da. Okay, let's get some music on. Bam 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 bam. Bam bam. Hey, Drowsy, welcome on in, welcome on in. Right, okay, if you folks don't know Drowsy Dampier, I hope I'm pronouncing Dampier right. I didn't actually check how to pronounce it. I only read it in books. They are an amazing digital artist. They have done some Katie art, and they are... Doorbell, come on, I'm talking.
Someone is at the doorbell.
Well, they can wait. I'm busy being a VTuber on the internet. They're an amazing artist. They're sleep deprived. They're a pre-debut PNG tuber. They are amazing. Go check them out. I love their art style so much. It's so good. It's so expressive. It's so pretty. I love it. Welcome on in, Drowsy. Welcome on in. Yeah. So Morrison's I have mixed feelings about. They seem to be really struggling. And the struggle is like very visible in all of their stores. Co-op is a local little shop that's usually partly community owned or supports some community causes. They're a pretty big chain in the UK, but they are based on a cooperative kind of model. And ethically, they tend to be one of the better ones. They account for only 6.6% of the UK groceries market, which seems wild to me because they are all over Scotland. They are all over Scotland. They serve a lot of areas that wouldn't otherwise have any kind of supermarket or corner shop. That's a lot of their ethos. Co-op employees all have part shares in their company and I believe can vote for their leadership. I believe also co-op members can vote for the leadership. I believe this because they email me every couple of months like, hey, vote for our members or leaders. And I'm just like, I don't feel like it today. And yeah, they've got really interesting political stuff they get involved in. They do things like funerals. There's a whole co-op funeral branch, which is really community driven and like a big kind of public service there. They were one of the like big advocates for things like fair trade chocolate back before everyone was doing fair trade chocolate. I remember like they had some of the first fair trade chocolate bars. Some of them are independent, some of them are chain. They're generally very cool. Co-op are kind of underrated as like a bit of a British institution. And yeah, they're neat. Co-op are neat. I have a lot of time for co-op and I will like generally give them my thumbs up. They're not perfect. They get more and more chainy year on year, but they're still keeping to a lot of their cooperative ethics and they're just fun to learn about. They also work with the political party, and they do it a lot in local charities, and that's kind of fashionable now for supermarkets. You'll see Asda and Tesco both have little coins you collect when you shop that you can donate to charities, and those are great. Those are fantastic. I always donate to those. People think those coins are only for kids. No, get your coins, donate to charity. If you're doing self-service, they're usually behind the self-service checkout in a little bucket. Do your charity donation. Get your coins. But Co-op were doing charity donations long before Asda and Tesco were like doing their big public charity initiatives, so they're neat. They're super neat. We do like a Co-op here. Spar is a small corner shop chain that usually appears when there's no competition. So they tend to be one of the pricier corner shops, but they also have a really valuable niche in making sure that small communities have a shop. And they're a little pricey, but not hugely pricey. They tend to be independently owned a lot of the time. You get them on like caravan sites, small towns and villages, things like that. They've also recently been bought out, I think, at least partially by Morrison's. So a lot of Spars are becoming Morrison's dailies. So that's been a big state change, and it's weird going into Spar and seeing Morrison's food. Oh, they're a Dutch chain. I didn't actually know that. They are originally from the Netherlands. Originally Despar, styled as Dispar. And in the UK it was just like, we can't have a D there. That's too Dutch for us. That's far too Dutch. And yeah, they have a little Christmas tree logo and I don't know why, but it's very iconic to them. Sainsbury's is a very small supermarket compared, like, in physical size to Tesco and Asda. They tend to be a lot smaller and a lot more expensive, and in my books they are a lot posher. But we're heading into the posh end of the spectrum now, so it's only going to get posher from here. But Sainsbury's are pretty posh. I don't really think the quality of their food deserves their price tag. They have a lot of very kind of wanky adverts. Like, I'm trying to remember some of their recent slogans. What is Sainsbury's tagline these days? So a lot of these supermarkets have like iconic taglines. Tesco was every little helps. Asda was that's Asda price. Dunk dunk. Iceland is of course that's why mums go to Iceland. Sainsbury's, I don't actually remember what their slogan is. I'm having to look it up because I don't remember. Helping everyone eat better in 2021 replaced live well for less, which has been their slogan for a decade. Live well for less, I feel like was a good slogan, but was never actually true. Because you don't, nothing is less there. Nothing is cheap in Sainsbury's. Helping everyone eat better does kind of fit their brand more, which is just like trying to be a bit like upmarket and wanky and being like, well, if you want to eat well, you have to pay for it. In Canada, we have our own co-op and they do pretty much the same thing. This is embarrassingly super interesting to learn about. I'm loving learning, like, absolutely. Tell me about your local supermarkets. I'm loving this. Sainsbury's also own Argos, which is a big catalogue store in the UK. And it's kind of like an iconic part of the UK. You used to get the Argos catalogues every Christmas and you'd pick out your Christmas presents from them and give a little like list to your parents of your stuff. Or you'd select one thing if you were if your parents were a bit like more wise with their money, shall we say. or none. It just really depends on your family situation. But yeah, Argos was a British institution that really hit hard times with the rise of the internet and got rescued by Sainsbury's and now basically exists inside most Sainsbury's. And Habitat, a big furniture store and clothing store, which existed for like a year and then like melted down and then became part of Sainsbury's. So that's Sainsbury's. It's very much, you can't afford Waitrose, but you want to. It's kind of the vibe, yeah. Basically, says Dave, the Argos book was a way to keep kids occupied, quiet, and in place for hours. It was, and they've stopped doing the big catalogues, which honestly I think is a huge shame. We've got, but kids can use the web version now for that. My niece will occasionally sit down with the Argos website and just like disappear to a room and just be like, Mommy, I'm having my quiet time now. It is quiet time. And just go and stare at the Argos catalogue for a couple of hours and like, I know capitalism bad, but I did exactly the same thing with the Argos catalogue as a kitten. So, you know, fair play to her. Also, it's adorable. I've now adopted that as a phrase in my daily life. Just like, I'm going to have some quiet time. I just go find somewhere cozy to stare at the internet mindlessly. Like, it is quiet time now. I do not feel like human interaction. It is now quiet time. Leave me be with my Argos website. Marks and Spencer's is famously pretty posh and wanky. It's very upmarket. They very much try and sell themselves as the posh kind of supermarket. I do miss the Argos catalogue. Me too, Sodsboy. Also, welcome in. They do like a kind of like limited one now, but it's tiny and it's not the same, and it's so disappointing. Marks and Spencer's slogan is... What is their slogan? Oh, this is not just food. That is their slogan, and it's so pretentious. I love it. This is not just food. This is M&S food. And they vary it, like, this is not just casserole. This is an M&S casserole. This is not just sausage rolls. This is M&S sausage rolls. This is not just ice cream. This is M&S ice cream. And honestly, as far as slogans go, it kind of works because their food does tend to be fancier than the bog standard food. Their ice cream, their chocolate, their even their sausage rolls are pretty fancy. They're not just carrots. They're Marks and Spencer's carrots. That's yeah. It's wanky when it's about stuff that really isn't any different, like carrots and apples. But for certain stuff like sausage rolls and pre-prepared meals, it does work. And they did famously have a meal deal like the dine-in for 20 quid deal, which used to be super luxurious. Like if you wanted to treat yourself, you'd get the Marks and Spencer's dine-in deal. But I think that's kind of died. Not many people do it anymore. It's lost its popularity, which is a shame because it was kind of fancy and fun. But the food was always tiny and disappointing, so I don't know why I'm sad. I don't know why I'm sad about it. Waitrose is like Marks and Spencer's, but it's actually expensive and wanky. Waitrose is basically only found in England and in the big cities, so I'm entirely judging it as an outsider. But they are expensive as fuck. They do this really clever but devious thing where if you want your food to be stocked at Waitrose, you have to agree to do a Waitrose exclusive version of that food. So like your crisp brand, your potato chip brand will do a Waitrose exclusive flavor. Your porridge brand might do a Waitrose exclusive flavor. Same for your ice cream brand, your popcorn. If you can do a Waitrose variant, it is very heavily encouraged, in air quotes, to do a Waitrose variant to encourage people to go into Waitrose stores. Dave says, I believe the US equivalent in terms of vibes is Whole Foods. I would agree with that. Like there are some UK stores that fit the Whole Foods aesthetic a little bit more, like maybe Holland and Barrett is more their aesthetic, but yeah, I feel like Whole Foods is probably the closest match to the mainstream supermarkets. Imagine not exclusively shopping at Poundland World City, couldn't be me. Honestly, we should have included those. Oh, my interesting local one is an old Checkers I used to live close to. The aisles were set up like a maze and it looked like those liminal spaces. Had a shockingly good Asian food section though. Oh, that sounds amazing. I love a supermarket with a good Asian food section. Like I can finally get some decent stuff. Woolworths were a budget brand in the UK for decades before they went bust, says Dave, replying to Finley saying Spar is a premium brand here in South Africa. Woolworths is the luxury grocer. It confuses me that Woolworths still exists in parts of the world because in the UK it was huge and then went bust in like the early 2000s, I think. And they were like one of the biggest UK high street collapses at the time, and it felt like a huge event. I remember them all shutting down and everyone being like, oh no. Because that was where you went for everything. Sweets, games, DVDs, pick and mix, irons, household stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I might still have like a Woolworths iron lying around somewhere. Or like random Woolworths ironing boards, things like that. Yeah, they were good, and it's weird that they still exist in the rest of the world because they died so dramatically in the UK. But I mean, in Australia, of course, they're huge. They're still huge because I don't know, was the UK Woolies the same as the Australian Woolies because they're both called Woolies. But I don't know if UK Woolies was the same. I'm trying to check just now. Wait, Safeway was American? Oh. A big place for kids getting back to school clothes. You're so right. Yeah, the Woolies back to school sale. Yeah, I thought there was linked to the Australian one, but they don't actually mention. Maybe I need to keep scrolling down the Wikipedia page. Like, the Wikipedia page doesn't mention it. Woolworth. Oh, no. UK Woolworths is entirely separate to Australia Woolworths. There we go. Wikipedia got me. Yeah, UK Woolworths, despite also being called Woolies, entirely separate. It looks like there's a bunch of Woolworths all over the world. So there's like a Woolworth Mexicano, which was owned by the UK people. Woolworths Ireland, owned by the UK people. I think the US maybe owned both the UK, Ireland, and Mexican ones. Australia just Australia was named after the American company that started all this off, but is unrelated. Dang, that's wild. And there's also a South African Woolworths named after the UK and American company, but unrelated. Dang, okay. Woolworths history, we're learning. So that is all our supermarkets. I wish Woolworths could be on there. And that means it's time to start tier listing people. Heck yeah, tier listing time. So, our first entrance, as people did see a bit earlier, is of course the amazing Undead Commander. A skeleton overlord in a Hawaiian shirt with a little sun hat. Hey, Undead, you're right on time. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome on in. Yeah! Yeah, you arrived. You're slot number 1, so you're bang on time. You've just skipped all me babbling about supermarkets for like an hour. But welcome on in, Undead. It's so good to see you. Undead Commander, for folks that are unfamiliar with him, is like the most wholesome, cozy vibe streamer. I love them so much. They're such an asset to this community. They're just always like a good, positive person to hang out with on stream, on Twitter. They're amazing. They're amazing. And okay, so Undead, I feel like you were one that instantly that I knew where you were going to go because, you know, you love your patterned shirts. You love your fashion, you love your style, you love those like bright patterns and colours, which means I think you would shop at Lidl. Because Lidl has the most fun, wild clothing in that middle section. It's just going to appear for a week and be gone again, and you're never going to see it again. So you're going to get yourself a nice patterned shirt for whatever the season is, and then poof, it'll be gone. So Lidl or Aldi for you, definitely, so you can get your nice shirts on the go. Yeah. Yeah! Skeleton face, rock hands. Exactly. I wish I could do that, like, verbally. Skeleton face, rock hands. But yeah, Undead Commander, Lidl for your cool shirts, absolutely. Sainsbury's was kind of tempting because they've also got a really nice fashion brand. But Lidl, I think, is the most Hawaiian shirt of the lots. Or Aldi, just whatever is nearest to you would get you your cool patterned shirts. So yeah, for you, definitely the Lidl, I think. That is my verdict. And I think you'd enjoy all the chaos stuff, like if you need random weapons of mass destruction, Lidl's probably got you. Lidl's probably got you sorted. If you need a kayak, Lidl's got you. If you need a sun umbrella, Lidl's got you. All the chaos stuff. Yeah, exactly. If you need a new sun hat, Lidl's got you. If you need skiing gear, they've probably got you. Biking gear, they've got you. Power tools, they've got you. Lidl is the land of dreams. And then of course we've got our stream mod Zarlaxis coming up next. The lovely, lovely catboy living in Edinburgh. And I feel like Zar's energy is just Tesco at 2 AM. Minimal human interaction, probably just back from the cinema. Gonna run in, get what they need, and then head out. But big 2 AM Tesco energy, just those anti-social hours. Very nice to all the staff, no bother to anyone. In the 2 AM sort of Tesco and Asda hours, there's like two polar crowds. There's the antisocial people who just want the quiet and want to leave. I love them, they're my people. And then there's the chaos people who've been partying or are drunk and are causing chaos. Don't like them, not my kind of chaos. Oh dang, it's sorting list and I missed it. How's it going? Himbos, welcome in! Hey, if you want to submit your OC or VTuber, there's still no doubt time. If you want to submit on Twitter, I'm sure my mod can sort out getting the image in. So if you want to submit, you totally can. Hopefully moderator Dave can put the link into the chat. So Zara, I think, is definitely Tesco's at 2 AM. And is no bother to anyone. They're probably just back from like a midnight screening of a movie. They're just vibing. They're having a good time. They're no trouble. Probably gonna stop by the Krispy Kreme stand. And we love that for Zara. But yeah, Zara's Tesco's. And everything's going a bit blurry. I'm sorry, I'm incompetent. I don't know why people are getting blurry. But Zara, Tesco's. Yeah, Aldi and Lidl, I'd say, are about the same energy in the UK, and I feel like you'd be happy at either. Like, so you're kind of like in both, because I feel like if you like one, you'll like the other in the UK. And it generally comes down to whatever's nearest to you. Still time for bonus entries at the link. Hell yeah, Dave. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, Zara is my 2 AM Tesco extra homie. Just hanging out in the anti-social hours. And next up we have our collab partner Stubbs. And Stubbs is Sainsbury's 100%. And I might just be being gingerist here because of the red hair, but I saw Stubbs and I went Sainsbury's. Absolutely Sainsbury's. Has to be Sainsbury's. They've got the Sainsbury's here. Undead, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Killjill VT and to our moderator
Undead
Cal.
Commander 52 gifted
Thank you so much,
subs.
Undead. You're so
Thank
sweet.
You less than 3.
You're so sweet, Undead. Thank you so much. We met the sub goal! Yo, we met our 20-point sub goal! Thank you! Oh, that's incredible! Holy smokes! Hell yeah! Dancing skeleton! Oh, I love that emote. That is so good. That is such a good emote. Thank you so much. Oh, you are a delight. Thank you, Undead. See, this is why they're the best Undead commander. Because they're just the sweetest part of this community. And of the VTuber community in general. We love that. We love that. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. That sounds like I'm like, oh, they're the best part of the community because they give subs. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. But they are amazing. Please go drop them a follow if you haven't already. Because they are an absolute delight. And, yes. I got you home, girly. Thank you. But yeah, for Stubbs, I think definitely Sainsbury's. I feel like Stubbs would enjoy the hell out of Sainsbury's for all the fancy stuff they've got there, and like the books and the clothes and the video games. And Sainsbury's have a really nice pizza counter. If you want nice fresh pizza, Sainsbury's has got you. Asda can as well, but they've kind of gone downhill there. Aww. Thank you for gifting to Drowsy. Thank you, Undead. Yay, Drowsy gets a sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Undead. You're the best. Undead the goat, you're so right. You're so right. So Sainsbury's for subs, mostly because of the Sainsbury's here. I won't lie, I won't lie. Oh no, the ads are running! The ads are running! The ads are here! Okay, since the ads are running, I'm going to take a quick drink break because I've been talking a lot about supermarkets, so my throat is parched. So give me a second to go to the BRB screen, get yourself some hydration, have a stretch, drink some water, and I will see you back in just a minute or two. Love you all. And we return to accusations of tax fraud. I promise I didn't leave the country. I didn't leave the country. I'm still here. I'm still here. Am I an accessory to this crime? You might be. You might be. You're a very fashionable accessory to any crime, though. We love that. We love that. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a chance to stretch and hydrate as we continue the tier list. We were on Stubbs, and I'm trying to find a justification for Stubbs being in Sainsbury's that isn't based on the hair. But I just feel like Stubbs is Sainsbury's core. Sainsbury's core. Also, it's nice and like just, it's a chill vibe. Sainsbury's is usually not too busy, not too stressful, so not too overwhelming. Look, I never said the words tax fraud specifically, says Dave. Yeah, but I heard them anyway. That might be on me for my guilty conscience. Next up, we have the lovely Obake Radio, who celebrated their birthday last night. They had a birthday stream and it was amazingly cozy. Now, Obake has, again, the big, like, antisocial energy. I love their fashion sense. It's so, like, emo goth. And I feel like Obake is not going to want to go to a busy supermarket. So Obake is going to be hanging out with Zara around the 2 AM Tesco hours. But I feel like Obake is going to be a bit more comfortable in Asda at 2 AM. Because they've got a bit more of the American products coming in. So it's a bit more like home for them. So I feel like Obake would be happy at either Tesco or Asda, but I'm leaning a bit more Asda for them. Yeah, I'm thinking definitely Asda for Obake. Them 2 AM antisocial Asda vibes. Why does it keep pixelating the art? Why am I like this? And next up we have Lucky Bunny. Let me get... Sorry, Luckstar 909. The Undead Bunny. And I feel like, oh gosh, this is a tricky one, because I feel like Luckstar would enjoy going to Waitrose and causing chaos. Just going to Waitrose and just being a little chaos gremlin to all the people in Waitrose. A lot of the people that I think are going to end up in the Waitrose section are people that I think would have a great time trolling the fuck out of Waitrose customers. Yeah, we've got lots of dark and undead characters. Yeah. All my friends are dead. So I feel like Luckstar is going to be at Waitrose trolling the rich people. Maybe I feel like Asda potentially more day-to-day just for hanging out and actually getting groceries. Especially in the evening hours, the undead hours. The midnight hours, the graveyard shift, Asda and Tesco would be tempting. But the idea of Luckstar just running around Waitrose, messing with all the posh people, has me set on Waitrose for Luckstar. There we go, you can be down here with Waitrose. And also Marks and Spencer's. I think you'd have a good time trolling Marks and Spencer's as well. There we go, that's Luckstar, dearest undead bunny. And Wisteria is so heckin' adorable. I love their chibi design. And I just feel like genuinely Wisteria would enjoy Marks and Spencer's. Wisteria's fashion sense is so on point that I feel like they'd be right at home in Marks and Spencer's, getting the nice food, the nice clothes, the nice comfy but fashionable clothes, spending their money well and sensibly, and just having a good time. Wisteria's design gives me the energy of someone who like buys expensive clothes but buys them thoughtfully, has like a feature wardrobe where everything is intentional. And I feel like Marks and Spencer's would be just their kind of vibe, just like the nice food, the nice clothes, just the good high quality stuff. Wisteria is trolling people completely. Oh, so maybe Waitrose for the trolling. Okay, okay. I might need to watch more Wisteria streams because I'm missing the vibe there. Oh. I'm basing it on the avatar, which is so fashionable and pretty. Like, Wisteria's avatar design is so gorgeous. So heckin' cute. But if you're saying more troll energy, then maybe Marks and Spencer's Waitrose, and I think they're going there for the posh stuff. But they're actually going there to cause a little chaos. Going there to cause a little chaos. I love that. I love that. And of course, then next we have the trio, Spacey, Casey, and Ka. I'm gonna get the trio all up side by side because I feel like as a unit they must be considered. They must be considered as the trinity that they are. So let me drag them all down a little bit so we can properly get them. And this is tricky because I was talking to Dave about this, and I feel like there's certain members of the Spacey Casey Cat trio that are going to want to have to keep the others in check. So there's a bit of a child-minding relationship where I feel like especially Spacey's going to be like having to keep an eye on Casey and Cat and just like child-mind them and make sure that they're not causing too much chaos. Why not both? Why not both? That's true. That's true, yeah, why not buy the posh food and cause chaos? You're so right. You're so right. I should lock this layer before I start moving it again. Okay. Where's my padlock? Where's my padlock? I feel like my first instinct was Walmart for that American familiarity. And I think I'm going to stick by Walmart, but also they're going to be in the chaos crew of Walmart at silly hours, the Asda, at like 2 AM. And they're generally leaning more towards the causing chaos, buying all the food, running around the aisles. And it's just like a whole trio just chasing after each other, trying to keep a bit of order. I feel like they travel as a squad out of necessity. Yeah, yeah. You just see these three heading down the aisle and you're just like, holy shit. Holy shit. Pretty, pretty, pretty ladies. Yeah. Yeah, God, just imagine all three of them walking down the aisle together. Only one of them actually knows where they're going, the rest are just following. One is getting distracted. Just the absolute chaos trio. So I'm going with Asda, but there's a whole complicated social mechanic going on of keeping them all in line that is beyond my knowing. So let me get them in the Asda section. Asda. And hopefully Spacey can pop in and tell us who's going to be doing the keeping everyone online, who's actually got the shopping list, and who's just buying stuff and eating it into the trolley. Who's actually seeing all the stuff they want and buying it on impulse, and who's just putting like a plunger in the trolley for the chaos. I do want to know who fits where on that scale. But the squad energy is so high there. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also the 2 AM energy. But I could also equally see them there on an afternoon, just like entirely unbothered by the peak hour chaos. I feel like they could handle peak hour Asda in a way that I would struggle to, and I respect it and fear it. I can imagine the ones being put into late night vibes and chaos locations, and out of nowhere they just bust out a brick and they just get yeet! You're so real for that, and that's so true. Sods Boy. Now, Sods Boy. Now, you've got the Yu-Gi-Oh card deck. I love it so much. It's amazing. And as a connoisseur of the Yu-Gi-Ohs, I have to put you in the Tesco section because I feel like Tesco has the best toys section. Asda can sometimes come second place, so I might kind of have you in between. But Tesco, I feel like, is peak Yu-Gi-Oh. You want any kind of TCG, you go to Tesco. And Asda comes second place. So you are in Tesco for the cool TCG, for the Yu-Gi-Oh, for all the card game needs. It's Tesco for you. Because if any supermarket is going to have a jewel breakout in the card game section, it's Tesco. Somebody could invite me to jewel there, and I would not blink twice. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I get for being in the Yu-Gi-Oh section at Tesco. You do not get cards in Morrison's. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Tesco's where you go for the good cards. Yeah, Tesco and Asda. Exactly. So yeah. Tesco and Asda for the good TCGs. And they do like the good discounts as well. It's always at their places that I see the good discounts. So definitely Tesco and Asda for you, so you can get your TCG fix while also getting your groceries. And also maybe have a jewel in the aisles, because Tesco and Asda would also not mind if you had a card game in the aisles. I felt like they'd just be like, you know what? You go ahead, you know? Nobody's getting hurt. Go right ahead. Woolworths used to be the place to go for all the card games. Yeah, I have real nostalgia for Woolworths as being the TCG place. It used to be the card game place. And all the niche consoles, like they sold Pokemon minis when it was nearly impossible to get Pokemon minis. I loved Woolworths so much. I miss it terribly. Next up, we've got L.A. Dumars, or Lad Dumars. I'm not really sure how they pronounce their name, but I know that they are fancy as fuck. Look at those wings. Look at that suit. Look at that impeccable vibe. And because they are so fashionable, I'm definitely feeling upmarket for them. Like, those wings look like they require product. Like, they require a regime. They require stylist visits. Card games for me was Toys R Us. Rip that too. Oh man, Toys R Us was very short-lived in the UK, but I remember it so fondly. It was so good while it lasted. So, Ladumars. Ladumars? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. I'm going to call you Lad. Lad. Sorry, I hope that's okay. Very well kept feathers. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely in the posher end of things. So I'm going to put you in Marks and Spencer's or Waitrose, but you're there in earnest. Getting the fancy stuff. You believe in quality. You buy the fancy clothes, the fancy hair products, the fancy wind care regime. Because you know that it matters what you put into your body, what you put on your body, what you surround yourself with. That says something about you. So you're in the fancy shops. Pets at home for feather care shampoo. I did see a little post of, I think, it might have been a dude or it might have been like a new lesbian couple getting really confused. Like, my girlfriend just moved in and they've got horse shampoo. And I was like, oh, you sweet summer child. You don't know yet about the horse shampoo. Everyone should know about the horse shampoo. Mane and tail, the iconic horse shampoo, beloved of so many women. Possibly bought by more people than equines at this point. The horse shampoo is great, you're so right, it totally is. It totally is. So lad, I'm putting you down in Marks and Spencer's and Waitrose, and you're there in earnest, which means you're probably getting trolled a bit by Luckstar and Wisteria, so you know, I'm sorry about that. But you also look like you can survive it. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be so fine. I'm a man, but yeah. I get really tempted to buy it all the time. But because it's got such a reputation now for being really good, it's also gone shooting up in price. Sal, enjoy your lurk, Sal. Next up, Nyakabs with the amazing geckos on their shoulder and such a cute punk aesthetic. I love it. Now I've been throwing all the emos and the punks in Tesco and Asda, and I feel like I should do better. But See, Nya Cubs, I just feel like realistically you're going to be at whatever supermarket is nearest the pets at home. So you can go see the lizards and probably rescue them from their conditions and find them a better home. Which for me would be near a Tesco, but at the same time, Tesco's I feel like it's a bit too big corporate for that kind of community vibe, and yeah, a small community-owned shop is way more than Yakub's vibe, I think. So I'm gonna go co-op. Definitely co-op, I think, just for that community wholesome vibe. And co-op would let you take your pets in. Like, they wouldn't bat an eyelid at you bringing in your little friends. They'd just be like, you know what, that's cool, good for you, good for you. I feel like they're conscious of the morality of co-op, small community energy, says Dave. You're so right. Yeah. Yeah, they're in there to support the community. I love that. I love that. Definitely those supporting the local community vibes. I feel like Nya Cubs would be well recognised by their neighbours and their local community, and they'd have lots of friends there that they'd know. Kimmy Breadsticks, welcome on in!
Joined the cat family.
So Nya Cubs, I feel like, is definitely like, well known in their community. They've got lots of friends in the local area. They support their local shops and local businesses, so definitely a co-op for them. Once my mouse wakes up, because my mouse is betraying me. Mouse, come back! Mouse, I need you to move the image. Mouse, no! Come on in, Kimmy, welcome on in. How are we all doing? We're doing good. I'm doing good at least. How is everyone? Do let us know. So co-op for our community leader, Nya Cubs, just because they've got that community energy. All that community energy for Nya. Oh, okay, and now it's Kimmy time, of course. Bang on time. Everyone joining, don't forget to get your daily egg for the redeems. That's so true. In the channel points, there's a daily egg. Get your protein. If you haven't had breakfast or lunch, I got you. I got you. Get yourself some nice egg. Get yourself that good proteiny vibe. While I fight with my mouse. Egg. 76% egg. Nicely done, nicely done. You can also check your egg level by doing !egg. But you can get your daily egg in the channel points.
You will give me an egg.
Yay.
You will give me an
Tired,
egg.
but mostly okay. Okay, Snazzy, I hope you get some rest. I hope you have a nice restful weekend to make up for that tiredness. Why is my mouse betraying me? Mouse, come back. I turn it off and on again. Oh, it's waking up, it's waking up.
You will
back.
give me an egg.
Drowsy Dampier is an egg super 98%. Holy smokes, holy smokes. That's incredible. I'm just trying to work out why my tier list is freezing. Is that why my tier list isn't working? Because Chaos Katie's running around. Because that would make a lot of sense, honestly. I'm trying to like escape the transform and it's just like, no escape, no escape. Okay, we did it. Kimmy Breadsticks! Kimmy Breadsticks with the amazing bread theme design. Kimmy, I adore your design so much. The pink is such a vibe. The hat is adorable. The hair clips adorable. The glass is adorable. The cross-on bag. A++. Love it, love it, love it. Such a vibe. And so for you, I want to go with Sainsbury's because Sainsbury's has the best cake section. Marks and Spencer's was a close contender, so I might kind of do both Marks and Spencer's, Sainsbury's for you because they also have quite nice cakes, nice fresh bakery items. But Sainsbury's has a really nice fresh cake counter. They bought some really nice local UK cake brands like Patissiere Valerie. If you want really nice baked goods, Sainsbury's has got you. Her and Chaos would make me unhappy. Yeah, definitely. Definitely one of the less chaotic supermarkets for Kimmy. Just the nice chill vibes. I feel like getting a nice fresh croissant, a nice coffee, and just enjoying the morning is a good shout. Yeah, the nicest supermarket bakery donuts. You're so right, and they have like all their fancy like delicatessen. Is it the delicatessen, the fresh bakery section? I think it's still called Sainsbury's Delicatessen. That's where you go for the good cakes. That's where I go for the fancy cakes. So I'm feeling Sainsbury's and maybe Marks and Spencer's as well. But mostly Sainsbury's for you for the good cakes, for the good fresh croissants. Oh. Yeah, you and Stubbs would have a great time hanging out. I kind of want to move Stubbs closer to Kimmy so they can hang out more. I'm gonna move them over so they can be friends, because Stubbs and Kimmy would absolutely have a great time hanging out in Sainsbury's. Right, come on Stubbs, come over here. Stubbs or zombie corgi. There we go. I'm just gonna sneak them up so they can still... There we go. Go hang out, you two. There we go. Have fun in the bakery. There we are. I don't know who Stubbs is, but let me meet them. Stubbs is an adorable British corgi VTuber. I don't believe they're currently in the stream, but they are a delight. Just cozy, inclusive, disability-friendly vibes, and just, yeah, they're a delight. I feel like Stubbs and Key would get on absolutely swimmingly. And they were already hanging out in the Sainsbury's tier, so yeah, definitely friends. Midnight! Midnight was tricky because I feel like whatever supermarket Midnight goes to, they're gonna be there at midnight, right? That's their brand. But I feel like Asda at midnight, a bit too chaotic. Tesco at midnight, The others aren't really open at midnight so much. Marks and Spencer's late at night though. If Marks and Spencer's was open at midnight, I feel like midnight would have a good time there. Yippee! Yippee! Exactly! I'm kind of tempted by Marks and Spencer's because I feel like that's nice and quiet and chill enough to be a midnight vibe, and it's such a fancy hat. And also Marks and Spencer's is kind of the pre-theatre, pre-cinema, pre-fancy kind of going to a play place in my books, because usually there's one on a high street near a sort of like playhouse. There's a lot of like little stop-in food places, so they're a good place to go get snacks before a play. So yeah, I'm feeling the Marks and Spencer's Waitrose for midnight. Definitely towards closing time, but maybe not quite at midnight. Oh, stop streaming. Nice, nice. I'll be like not here. That makes so much sense. But yeah, midnight will be in the Marks and Spencer's thing. I need to figure out why my PC is struggling so much for this tier list. It's like, PC, come on, come on. Come on, computer. Come on. Computer. Computer, why you no compute? Why you no compute? Why you no compute, computer? There we go. There we go. There we go. My computer's just decided to hate me today. But that's okay, computer, because I'm used to this. So yeah, Marks and Spencer's with Waitrose for our dearest fancy boy Midnight. There we go. Midnight is a 3D animator working on an animated series called Gloomy, and the pilot is out on YouTube. It's very, very cool. Does Katie think a cape means someone is into musical theatre? Look, Midnight just has the musical theatre vibes. But yes, the cape is also part of it. And the tiny top hat. Tiny top hat is going to see a play vibes in my books. Well, if you need a new PC, I know someone who has a discount code. It's me! I've got a discount code. Digitamer Riley is absolutely going to Asda. I am pigeonholing them into the American supermarket because they're so American and we love them. They are a Tanuki VTuber whose redesign is debuting not too far away. Not too far away. It's in August, I believe. And they're also doing the Big Red Dragon Inn charity stream. And they're in Asda, probably trying to catch up with Spacey, Casey and Kat over here. Trying to... I'm not necessarily going to say they're controlling the chaos. They might accidentally be contributing to the chaos, but I think it was genuinely accidentally, at least to begin with. And now the chaos is just taken over and they're rolling with it. I love shopping at Aldi. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Aldi is great. Aldi and Lidl. Stopped over by the Yeah! Yeah, they got to the Yu-Gi-Oh section. They got distracted. That is such a vibe, honestly. That would 100% happen. They were trying to catch up with Spacey, Casey and Kat, but then they got distracted by the Yu-Gi-Oh section. And now they're having a duel with Sod's Boy. And it's getting very competitive. Digitamer Riley is extremely competitive in nature, which is always a delight. So, yeah, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh duel going down in the Asda aisle now. Gonna lurk while I deal with laundry and cook some food. Yes, enjoy your dinner, dear Geek Place. Enjoy! The Yu-Gi-Oh distraction is so real. Yeah. Funny thing, the Aldi I shop at is located literally across the street from the grocery store I work at. That's amazing! I used to love when shops were near each other and you'd get like the workers from one shop going into the other shop, because you don't want to shop where you work generally. You sometimes have to if you get a discount there. But a lot of the time you just want to go into the other shop, and then it becomes there'd be like a little fake rivalries if the as the people went to Tesco's or vice versa, and they'd like square off like they're on Grease, is it, with the Gangs of New York, the When You're a Jet All the Way musical. Do 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 do. What is that one? Trust me, if you saw the way some of our food got handled, you shop elsewhere if you could help it too. Yeah, God, that's a mood. That's a mood. Appy is our Apple-powered Android, powered by Apple the fruit, not Apple the company. And because they love apples so much, I'm thinking Morrison's, because Morrison's has the best fruit section. The freshest, glossiest apples for Appy. So Morrison's for Appy, so they can get them good apples on the go. Apple Android. Yeah, it's Appy! Hell yeah, we got some Appy lovers in the chat. We love Appy. They're such a lovely person. And yeah, definitely Morrison's so they can get their apple fix. Their nice crunchy red apples. Let them be with their fruit. Exactly! Hanging out with the fruit. And Nanai, they gave me this amazing autism creature design. And I know it's not their normal VTuber design, but they gave me the autism creature, so that means I'm taking that and running with that. So, of course, by bringing me the autism creature, I have to go for one of the free supermarkets in the UK that does the autism-friendly hours. There's free at the moment. I did look them up in advance so I could spread the word about this, because it is neat. Asda's autism-friendly hours are between 2 PM and 3 PM, Mondays to Thursdays. It's when they dim the lights, they turn off the music, and they just try and make things a bit quieter and more chill, and sounds are reduced. So that is Asda's autism-friendly kind of hours, or their quiet hours they call it. Tesco have their invisible disability hours, their autism hours, 9 AM to 10 AM every Wednesday and Saturday. For calmer shopping experiences for those who need it. And this one makes me a bit sad because it's a lot less than the Asda hours. There's a lot less hours that you can go in. But they do go a bit more extreme with it in that they'll actually turn off the tannoys. They won't do any announcements during it. And they lower the checkout noises so that there's a lot less boops and beeps. And in the future they're actually trying to like mute all the self-service and scanning devices as well. So they do go harder into it. They do go really they do really kind of fight for it. And yeah, so Tesco I think is one of my favorites for actual like autism support. They've also got things like visual shopping lists, a visual guide to shopping at Tesco. They do a fair amount, and they actually do a pretty good job at it. The hours I think are inconvenient for me. It's too early in the morning. But they do a lot. They recognise the sunflower lanyards, which are big in the UK. It's a type of keychain you wear to indicate that you have a disability, even if it's not necessarily a visible one. And it just like points out to staff, look, I might need a bit extra patience, I might need a little bit extra help. It's a really cool scheme. It's very widely supported in the UK. The sunflower lanyards are well recognised on things like buses, trains, planes, airports, and supermarkets, so it's a really cool scheme, and Tesco is one of the kind of big supporters, so is Sainsbury's. I believe pretty much every UK supermarket recognises it. But Tesco I think is one of the better supermarkets for autism recognition and support. They're also just, they're a good supermarket. I have a lot of time for Tesco's. Also the staff are very good at first aiding, which is always I think most supermarket staff are probably good at first aiding. I would hope so. I hope they're trained well. But I've seen the Tesco staff have to deal with medical emergency, and they did absolutely fantastic. So that really kind of bumped up my respect for Tesco there. So big fan of Tesco's. And the last supermarket that does autism-friendly hours is Morrison's, which is Saturday 9 AM to 10 AM. And they dim the lights, they turn music and radio off, they avoid making tannoy announcements, they reduce movement of trolleys and baskets. I don't really know what that means. Do they just give the trolley moving staff time away? Do they not like collect the trolleys? Not really sure what that means. They turn the checkout beeps and other kind of electronic noises down, and they place a poster outside to tell customers it's quieter hour, which is good because I don't think the other shops do that. I think it's cool that they give a visual indication before you walk in. I wish they all did that, because it encourages people to be quiet. It's like when you're stepping into a library. I think it's needed. The big ones for stocking shelves. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the shelf stocking trolleys. That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Yeah, Morrison's does it pretty well, and I do like their poster system. So, yeah, I think Nanite would be happily at either Tesco, Asda, or Morrison. So you know what? Let's just have them chill between all three. There we go. Nanite can just chill between all three of them. I'm biased towards Tesco. I think Tesco is better, but I feel like any of those shops they'd have a good time at. They are autism creature friendly shops, and we love that. I just wanted to give that a bit of recognition because not everyone in the UK knows that those hours exist, and if you are able to go during those hours, they're super useful for reducing the overwhelm. Also, if you can't go during those hours, do know that if you use self-service checkouts, you can usually mute them yourself. I do that all the time because I hate self-checkout noises. Okay, hear me out. Nanite loves crimes. I'm listening. Okay. Yeah, I'm listening. Tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know about the crimes. Which supermarket is crime? Waitrose is the least good company. I don't know. Asda are not ethically great at the moment. If you're going to do crimes, you do crimes against rich people. That's true, but if they're at Asda, they could be doing crimes against Asda corporate, because Asda corporate are famously dicks. Like, I've had friends that work at Asda. Asda corporate are terrible people. So that's actually pushing me more towards Asda so they can do crimes and also not be overwhelmed. Do crimes and be diverse. Like, I see your argument about the crimes and the Waitrose, but we've already got Wisteria and Luckstar busy causing chaos there. And I could see Stubbs and Kenny Breadsticks both getting involved, and Midnight's definitely getting involved in the crimes if they figure out what's going on, so we've got a good heist gang down here already. Yeah. You mean rich people. So yeah, I would say Asda, and they're just taking down corporate. Yeah, Nanite, I'd say, okay, yeah, it's decided Asda, and they are taking that corporation down. They are leaving that shop better than they found it. And then we've got Ezio. Now, Ezio was a tricky one because I feel like realistically, they're out at the local market. They're getting beef from the butchers. They're getting their meat locally and ethically, and they're shopping very, very carefully, which doesn't exactly cover any of these. I'd say maybe Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer, or Waitrose are the closest you're going to get to that supporting local community. Co-op is, I think, the more accurate one in actually how it's run. But if you want good quality food and meat, I feel like Ezio's going to be drawn to these three instead for like the high quality food and the good protein, the freshest fruit and veg. Farm foods in Iceland have bulk chicken. Yeah, but I feel like the water content wouldn't be right for them. Like, too much water content to fit their needs. They want the good chicken that doesn't like let any water out into the pan. Nanite gets a job at Asda and works it from the inside, or they pose as an Asda worker and they're not actually employed there at all. They've got the uniform. Everyone thinks they work in the shop. Little do they know, they do not. They have got their Asda outfit through illicit means. I'm a disgruntled employee. Stolen uniform, that's one brand. I'm torn now. I'm torn about like Ezio, Iceland and farm foods versus Marks and Spencer's, Waitrose, because we don't have enough people going to farm foods. And Iceland, we've had very few mums. But Ezio is kind of a daddy, so... You know what? You're right. Okay, well, we'll take them to Iceland Farm Foods and we will get their verdict on the quality of the frozen protein. And see what they think. Also, I reckon Ezio can make some really nice healthy meals out of the freezer stuff. Ezio could be like an advocate for making good stuff on a budget. Ezio I would trust to help me cook on a budget when I was struggling. I feel like they could help me make some really good recipes on the cheap. I trust them for that. Yeah. They probably do magic with frozen chicken in a way that my tiny brain cannot comprehend. Why did I cough as soon as Devil came up? I'm sorry, Devil. Let me cough for a second. Oh man, too warm, too dry today. Pebble! Now, it's hard. I feel like Tebble is co-op, and I'm trying to not because of the blue is a co-op-y vibe, but also just because that local community energy. I feel like Tebble would really enjoy, like, just the local co-op, the quietness, the chill vibes. Yeah, Tebble I'm feeling is co-op, that nice community focus, those chill vibes. Maybe Morrison's in a pinch, but much more co-op, like Nyakabs. Much more there for the community energy, I think, for Tebble. Definitely feeling co-op for them. Making sure that money goes to all the local causes. Tebble, I feel like, would remember to vote for leadership. Tebble would not be like me. Tebble would remember their co-op card. Unlike me, who always, like, gets stuck with the app freezing when they go to the co-op. Tebble's got their life together in a way I wish I did. I'm proud of Tebble. Red Master is an interest. I love this art so much. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. But which supermarket for this glorious, glorious figure? Having your life together is overrated. I'm gonna be jealous of it anyway. I'm gonna be jealous of it anyway. The Chaos Energy, I feel like they're going to be the opposite of Ezio in that Ezio is going to Iceland and farm foods methodically. Red is there for the Greg sausage rolls, for the ice lollies, for the bulk cans of juice. Red isn't entirely sure what they need. They don't have a shopping list. They're just at Iceland and farm foods for chaos. In fact, Iceland, Farm Foods, and Aldi and Lidl, I feel like they kind of went to both. Yeah. They don't even know what supermarket they want to go to. They've gone to every supermarket today trying to get what they need, but they don't really know what they need. I'm basing that on me. So yeah, we've got Aldi and Iceland. They're in and out. They're in and out of every supermarket in the area. They keep seeing things and going, oh man, that reminds me of a thing that I really want, but it's in this other supermarket. It's like, I have this thing where I have to go to all the supermarkets to get my favorite brands. I waste so much time and I hate it. Red and I have that in common, I feel like. We're both spending far too much time going from supermarket to supermarket. Spar because they make a shopping trip every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and it's at the end of the road. Oh, that's tempting! Oh, that is tempting. Also, the kind of rogue outfit with the bandana and the adventure outfit gives me like woods vibes, and if you're in the middle of the countryside, if you're going to find any little shop, it's going to be a random spar in the middle of nowhere. Oh shit, this is tricky. This is tricky. I might have to go look at Red's like full design to kind of get the full energy. But would it give me more context in the chibi, I wonder? Because there's this like, adventure thing going on with the gauntlets that's making me feel like adventure kind of vibes. Oh, this is tricky. This is really tricky. Red just running in and out of every single supermarket on the list. You know what, yeah, I'll go with Spar for the I am in the middle of nowhere and I don't know how I got here vibes. Like, yeah, I agree, Dave, that it's also possibly it's the one at the end of their road. And they're going there for the convenience because they forgot what they needed and needed to go back 5 times in one day. But also, alternatively, I buy that they have gotten lost and they have no idea where they are, but they found a Spar. Yeah, it fits every situation. You're either at home or you're lost. Either way, there's probably a Spar somewhere near you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a vibe. The J Master VT, fancy man. Now, of course, I see this elegant formal wear, and I'm immediately leaning more towards Marks, Spencers, and Waitrose. Like, I feel like J Master VT would get along really well with Lad. They both got that fancy dress wear thing going on. They've both got style. They've got pizzazz. They'd either get on really well or they'd hate each other immediately on sight. They could be like rival professors in a dark academia college. But yeah, posh Persian, I'm sending them all the way to Waitrose. Absolutely. Like, this is a posh energy. They've got style. And they've got like the ace card earrings, the ace of spades designs. Like, Marks and Spencers and Waitrose are where you go if you're needing a stop off for groceries after going to the gambling dens. After playing the pokers or whatever it is all the high players do. I want to say casino, but I feel like casino isn't classy enough for them. But maybe at the like high flyers table. High ballers table? High rollers? High rollers table. Right, but yeah, I do also love like Lad and J Master VT as like rival professors in a dark academia college, stopping at Marks and Spencers and Waitrose on the way home after a class. Midnight's also a professor at college, but despite their appearance, they are the most chill of the professors, and are no trouble ever, and are totally uninvolved in the rivalry. Or Midnight's just a student that keeps getting confused for professors. It could go either way. It could go either way. Jay buys only reduced goods. It's always a gamble. Oh, bringing in the gambler theme. Hell yes. Hell yes. They're taking a gamble. Will they blow their budget on Waitrose and Marks and Spencers, or will they get reduced bargains? We'll find out. And of course you've got lovely Eva, the Pokemon master themselves, the card gamer. Now, of course, with your gaming inclinations, it's got to be Tesco or Asda, I feel. Gotta be Tesco or Asda. Like, I feel like realistically you and Sods Boy would meet and get along so fast, because you both got jackets off one shoulder. You're both having trouble with jackets, okay? You're both having trouble with jackets. You're both ready to duel. I like how you've got your jacket, Eva, off your right shoulder, and Sods Boy's jacket is off their, Oh no, Sods Boy's a cape, so it's on both shoulders. So between the two of you, you might be able to survive a rainstorm. Where the hell did I come from? I look away from 1 second. Ha! Surprise Eva! Surprise Eva. So yeah, definitely Tesco for you. I feel like this is more chill than Asda, but I reckon you'd go to Asda if they didn't have the good game stuff, the good TCG. You'd go to Asda for a bargain. If you had to. You'd go wherever the quest takes you. Whatever the side quest requires, you're ready. I'm not wearing a sleeve. It's cropped, but the jacket isn't even on. Oh my god. It's not even on at all. It's just hanging off you like a cape. More in common with Sods Boy. There we go. So yeah, I feel like, Eva, you're going to see this Yu-Gi-Oh match going down between Digitamer Riley and Sods Boy, and you're going to want to get involved. It's unavoidable now. And poor Nanite's just trying to take down Asda Corporate, but there's this Yu-Gi-Oh battle happening in the aisles instead. It's all kicking off. All these Yu-Gi-Oh battles. There's a heist happening. There's a hacking event. But yeah, Tesco and Asda, definitely. Kiwa Faye, oh pretty, pretty, pretty. This is tricky, because the outfit gives me druidy vibes, but it's also super, super fancy, which makes me think you need to be down with the fancy fellas. Down in Marks and Spencers and Waitrose. And I feel more Waitrose with that palette. So I'm leaning more Waitrose for fancy, fancy Kiwi Faye, getting their nice clothes on the way to whatever fancy, expensive like events rich people go to, because Kiwi's definitely got money, I think. Living the life. Yeah, Zoe, mama, you're so right. You're so right for that, Eva. You're so right. This design is just gorgeous. I love the like delicate embroidery, the kind of like corset type stylings, the chains, the little horns, the way everything is a really nice harmonious color palette, and also the garters. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, gotta be nice and upmarket for Kiwi. Gotta be Waitrose and Marks and Spencers. Mostly Waitrose, I think, because it's the most on brand for your color palette. But also Marks and Spencers if you're stuck, if you're in a hurry. Any of the posh supermarkets would do. My PC is being a bit of a pain. Please forgive me. My PC hates me. Why is my PC like this? Why is it rotating Kiwi? Please stop rotating Kiwi. Also, if you like kiwis the fruit, then Waitrose has probably got some really nice kiwis. I freaking love kiwis. I thought you said mums go to Iceland. Oh god, you're so right. You're so right. Oh. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, Kiwi. Kiwi, that's an interesting one. I'd be curious about your thoughts, because I feel like Waitrose for the upmarket experience, but you do have that mummy energy, so would you prefer to go to Iceland? Because in the UK, the saying is that mums go to Iceland. So it is the supermarket of choice for the mummies. I will leave that one up to you if you'd rather go to Iceland. Eva says if she goes to Iceland, I might go there more often. I mean, honestly, same. Everyone should go check out Kiwi's art and VTubing channels. What I should up to you. Okay, in that case, I will go with Iceland also because I think that you hanging out with Ezio up here would be just a really fun conversation. Like, why are all the extremely attractive people going to Iceland? We know why. Iceland is just the extremely attractive corner up here. We need to move you on the tier list. Well, my mum does shop at Iceland. I mean, mums do shop at Iceland. Help me, I've lost my marble. Those two are a power couple. Like, imagine you go to Iceland for your shopping and it's just Ezio and Kiwi here. I would die immediately. I would perish on the spot. Like, you go into Iceland and there's just, like, these two badasses walking around doing their shopping. I would die immediately. I would just pass away. I would die in Iceland and it would be worth it. It would be so worth it. We love your design, Kiwi. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you for stopping in. Looking forward to checking out your streams. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous design. And just, I love the green color palette. It's always so nice. Hang tight, your shoutouts are on cooldown for 5 minutes. Excuse me, Frosty? Excuse me. Man, Frosty's being a little fool to me lately. Frosty's just being a bully. Oh well. I will definitely get a shout out going when Frosty picks himself up. Yeah, everyone attend Kiwi streams. Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing them. The way the artist has done the flow of the fabric is on point. Yeah, the fabric is so pretty. It's so elegantly designed. It looks like I would love to buy that top. It's gorgeous. Oh, and also following up with another pretty lady, we have Grey's character, who I believe is also called Grey. Is that right? Moderator Dave, do let me know. The full art is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna need to check out the full art. That sounds so good. Grey is the lovely bunny girl owned by Grey Rafe. I can't remember. I think the bunny girl has a different name. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry, Grey. My brain is failing me at this moment. But either way, this is their OC. They're gorgeous. They're super fashionable. And I don't know which supermarket fits them. Oh, this is tricky. I feel like Grey loves to travel. And loves visiting the islands, which makes me think co-op. That's supporting the local community vibe and also traveling a lot and going to small towns and villages. Feels very Grey. Didn't know how spicy we were going. Oh, that's fair. Silver's the OC. You're so right. Thank you. Silver Snowfall. Yeah, so I feel like Silver goes to the co-op because I feel like Grey would enjoy the co-op. Grey would love that community vibe of the co-op. So Silver can be in the co-op gang over here. Supporting the local community, visiting all the small towns and adventures. Cool design the other way. Silver is adorable. Silver's design is so good. I love her. She's so pretty. And Kato! With the amazing... Speaking of, it's just an amazing designs all the way around. Kato, I think, has been to Asda and Tesco at 2am. They have seen the chaos. They are joining this chaos gang here, and they have seen things at the 2am Asda and Tesco parties. They have seen things happen in supermarkets that no one should ever see. So Kato, definitely Tesco and Asda at 2am. They don't want to be there. They're not sure how they ended up here, but their life choices have led them to the 2am supermarket, and now all they have left is regrets. It's such a cute design, right? Such a cute design. It's like, I love the art of Kato's design. It's just so nice. It feels like it's straight out of a video game. I love it so much. It's such a fun design. I believe it's from oh god, my brain is blanking. I think it's from a Picrew creator. I believe the artist is a Picrew artist because I think I've seen similar designs, and I think from speaking with Kato before, it's from Picrew, but it's such a nice iconic design. I love it. It's always really cute to see. And of course we've got Drowsy Dampier with the art by themselves, our dearest artist friend. and a pre-debut VTuber. I love Drowsy's design so much, so much. It's so detailed. The shading is gorgeous. The detail with the scarring and the skin changes and the plaster on the wrist. It's so good. It's so good. But figuring out a supermarket for Drowsy is interesting. I think Lidl and Aldi for the Lidl in the middle chaos, and also for the nice budget prices. I feel like you appreciate the nice fresh groceries and the budget prices. So Lidl and Aldi, and you've got the chaos in the middle for when you just want to go a bit wild. But yeah, the Lidl and Aldi, I think. Yeah, that's you! That's you! And yeah, if you like my Twitter profile photo, that was done by Drowsy, and we love that. I will figure out afterwards why everything is getting so compressed. I'm so sorry about the compression issues. It might be because I'm getting the art from the NAS. But yeah, Lidl and Aldi, I think, for that middle chaos. And plus, they've got the best selection of art supplies. I reckon they get all the fun art kits. So if you want to just try an art project, they have all the fun stuff. Like, it'll be marker kits, it'll be paints one day, it could be crocheting the next. They're always rotating their media section in a way that's really fun for creatives. And they have like the organizational stuff, like cork boards and stationery holders. They're so good for artists. They really are. Yeah, Dave says Lidl and Aldi always have some art material on the go and random craft supplies. Yeah! Yeah! And they've got storage units. I fucking love storage units. If there's one thing artists need more of, it's storage. We always need storage. Yeah, Lidl and Aldi for you, definitely. Werg, ooh. Now, for Werg, it was really tempting to send them to Asda to go just supervise the chaos, but realistically, Werg is in Waitrose and Marks & Spencer's purely to cause chaos with the right-wing people that shop there. Waitrose, in particular, leans very much to the UK right-wing, the Tories. And I feel like Werg is going there just to fuck with the Tories. They have no intention of buying anything. But my god, she is going to cause trouble, and it's going to be so, so beautiful to witness. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. If Katie had a way of storing all her storage units, that would be useful. That's true! I need storage for my storage. Yeah, I need a craft room so bad as well. Yeah, Werg is in Waitrose, and they're there just to troll the Tories, and she's having a great time. She's having the best time. I also feel like there's a particular kind of drunk, middle-aged woman that loves both Waitrose and Marks & Spencer's. They're quite famous in the UK for their tinned alcoholic drinks. Not like beers, but like pre-mixed gin and rum and cokes and vodkas and fruit juice. So there's quite a strong market of like women that are just looking for drinks on a train who are about to go travelling and want some drinks. And I feel like Werg would enjoy hanging out with all the alcoholic ladies that are just stopping in as well. All the alcoholic posh ladies about to head to the races. Gotta store your storage somewhere. You're so right, Imbo. You're so right. Werg would buy either nothing or 1p and make a scene, make them all hate her, then buy the entire shop. You're so right. You're so right. That's such a Werg energy. You're so right for that. Yeah. But yeah, I also feel like the pre-mixed drinks would like that kind of crowd would hang out with Werg and have a good time. I could see Werg getting distracted halfway through his mission and going to hang out with people picnicking outside with the mixed drinks. But I gotta say, if you want a nice pre-mixed drink, you do go to Marks & Spencer's or Waitrose. Oh, you think I'm trash? I own this shop now. Checkmate, bitches. I love it. I love it. The flex. The karma. The karma of it all. Hell yes, we love that. We love that. And next up we have Laws the Seeker. Oh, where'd you go? Laws, come back. Laws, there we go. Now, I love this design. It's got big teeth bling / demon energy, and it's such a cute cartoony design. The art style is beautiful, and I love those like dark and red, black and red Shadow the Hedgehog palette. Oh, speaking to my heart, Laws, speaking to my heart. But it became a question of which supermarket. And yeah, I feel like Iceland because A, it fits the black and red aesthetic, and B, I feel like they're a chicken nuggies type. I feel like with that much edge going on, they love them some chicken nuggies. The Venn diagram between edgy boys and people who love chicken nuggies is a circle. This is a truth of the universe. Edgy boys love a microwave meal. Love Pop-Tarts. Well, not necessarily Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are maybe a bit too, like, colourful for them. But they do love chicken nuggies. Dino nuggies represent. I feel typecast. Yeah, I mean, you are. Moderator Dave is an edgy boy who would also go to Iceland for the chicken nuggies. Like, Moderator Dave, why didn't you enter yourself on this? Is it because your answer would be stays at home? Does not go to supermarkets. But yeah, I'm feeling Iceland. Edgy boy needs chicken nuggies. Iceland and farm foods for the chicken nuggies. For our edgy, lovely Laws the Seeker, because we love that design. And it deserves all the chicken nuggies and the good sausage rolls. Iceland and farm foods have the good sausage rolls. And then we've got Tenko-sama! I love this design. I love the kind of like forest statey kind of vibes. Very Japanese, very beautiful. This art is stunning. Very curious who did this art. But because of the kind of foresty vibes and the community vibes, I'm going to go with co-op and spar. Like supporting that local community with a co-op, but also maybe just you live in the woods in the middle of nowhere and the only shop around you is the local spar. Big local forest deity energy. Big local forest deity energy there. Hanging out at the co-op and the spar. Which supermarket would I go to, says Dave? None. Which one would come to you? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, Tenko definitely hanging out at the co-op and the spar. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I feel like you'd end up at a spar in like the most rural part of the UK. And just see Tenko doing their shopping in their full like kind of shrine dress that they've got going on. It looks like maybe a kimono, I'm not sure. Their lovely traditional dress they've got going on. And they'd just be hanging around, getting their shopping at the spar or the co-op, and everyone knows them, so nobody would think twice about it. That's Tenko's energy right there. It's like local small community shop just hanging out, bringing in the nice chill vibes. I love that design so much. It's absolutely beautiful. The jackalope! Jackalope's design is so gorgeous. I love the sleepy bean energy. The trans socks are fantastic. They're phenomenal. And the big long booties to go with it. The corset is lovely. The shirt with the cravat. The big ears. The snoozy vibes. Jackalope's design is so beautiful. It's you! It is you! Now, which supermarket is tricky because I feel like you'd be in the same boat as Moderator Dave, in which the sleepy Zeds are giving me the vibe of someone who'd rather just not go to the supermarket at all. Which honestly is relatable. Fun little fact about that art piece, it's inspired by when I would volunteer at the local live theatre, and sometimes after a hard show I would have maybe fallen asleep on the stage 1 or 2 times. That is so cool. Also, that is just living the dream. I wanted so badly to be a theatre kid, but my local school, I did get to take part in some plays, but like the theatre kid life never really existed in any form in the UK schools as far as I know. It didn't. There was a drama class that would have a play maybe like once or twice a year, but unless you went to an acting school, the theatre kid life just didn't really exist. So and it's always something I see in like American shows and I see Americans talk about, and I go, God, I wish that was an option when I was in school. God, I wish it was an option when I was a young adult. I wish I could just go to. I worked in the cinema for a bit, and it had some slight theatre kid vibes, but not like proper Playhouse. We weren't anywhere near posh enough for that. I was tech, so it was after everyone went home. Hell yeah! Theatre tech! Best section! Yeah. So I wish we had that kind of culture in the UK. But, okay, so it's after hours. So you're up late, so then that rules out most of the daytime shops. It's gonna have to be Tesco or Asda, I think. For that 24-hour service, because a lot of the UK shops close long before midnight, so we want the late night shops. So I'm gonna go with Tesco and Asda, I think. But there's a lot of chaos happening in Tesco and Asda. We've got this Yu-Gi-Oh battle happening, this power trio down here of Spacey, Casey and Kat marching through the aisles, and you're just snoozing, you're just having a good time. I feel like you're just having a nice chill time. You went in for something, but now you're just having a nap. It's all good. If chaos did properly break out, if people were harassing the staff, I feel like Jackalope and Kato here would, and Eva as well, definitely Eva, and Nanite, our hacker friend there, would be the quartet that go and sort shit out and make sure the staff don't get bullied. Like, that gives this 4 here gives me the energy of kind of like not comfortable being here with all this chaos going on, but if somebody else was in need, absolutely stepping in to help them out. So just the power quartet here, where if the staff are getting shouted at or given any trouble, this is the quartet that would come to their rescue. Definitely. I suspect the Jackalope would also appreciate the supermarket quiet hours. Yeah! And the thing is, like, 2 AM Tesco or Asda is basically quiet hours, but accidentally. And that brings us to our last person on the list, which is, of course, Himbos! With the amazing tribal tats and the floofy hair. And the beard. We love VTubers with facial hair. But which supermarket? I'm feeling Morrison's. I feel like the fresh fruit and the fanciness of Morrison's would appeal. But also, Marks and Spencer's and Waitrose. And, like, Waitrose as well does fit the colour scheme. By the way, I adore the tattoo for Himbos. You should check the other tweets for the other images. I will look forward to it. The tattoos look so good. I love this forehead piece here. It's so nice. And the eyes are such a beautiful colour. And also, I feel like... So if we're headcanoning that Lad and J Master are both rival Dark Academia professors, I feel like Himbos would also be on that campus, either as like the student who can't be bothered graduating, or just the one chill professor who doesn't want to get involved in the drama. I feel like they're definitely on this Dark Academia campus with all the posh supermarkets that we've built down here. So yeah, I'm feeling Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's for Himbos. Definitely joining the Dark Academia kind of gang down here. Biology teacher, yeah! Yeah, or like I could see philosophy and like ethics. Something like really like big brain academia. Or like the potions class if we go full fantasy academia. The transformation class. Transmogrification, the shapeshifting class. Yeah, if this Dark Academia college has magic in it, I mean, and let's be real, we've got wings, we've got ears, we've got Midnight the Vampire here. It's definitely got magic lessons, so yeah, Himbos is there teaching magic. Yeah, Big Brain Himbo. Yeah, yeah, Big Brain Himbo. I love it, just teaching magic. That would be great if like the Himbo energy comes out and just you're an absolute protege in your field of choice. And it's all very accidental. And all the students have a really hard time following because basically your advice is, I don't know, get good. That's how I did it. I just do it and it works. Get good. Get good. That's where the Himbo side comes out, where all the students are failing, their potions are exploding, their transmogrification is going wrong, and Himbos is just like, well, it works for me. I mean, works when I do it. Works when I do it. Don't know why it's not working for you. Have you tried being better? Obake, welcome! You join us at the end of the tier list, but Obake, you will see we have put you in the 2 AM Asda Tesco corner, which became quite the chaos zone. So 2 AM started out with you and Zara just wanting to avoid people, while also getting all the good stuff, the nice American foods, the nice range of products. And then everyone else showed up, and it became Spacey, Casey, and Kat causing chaos in the aisles. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh fight that broke out with Sons Boy and Riley. Nanite is trying to overthrow Asda Corporate. Eva, Kato, and Jackalope are mostly here just to vibe, but Eva's getting involved in the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Kato's a bit confused by everything going on, and if the staff start getting uncomfortable, then these 4 here are gonna have to step in. So it's all chaos at Asda and Tesco at 2 AM. But yeah, you started out going for a nice quiet shop and things have just spiraled. Oh, we have one last entry. Give me a sec. Got it. Okay. But welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your birthday stream the other night. Yeah, I'm waiting for the last entry, but we are almost done. The supermarket tier list. I'm checking the NAS. Checking the NAS. I'm quite happy with all the different universes we've ended up though. We've got like the local community crowd at the co-op, the nature deities with the adventurers hanging out at the Spar and the Coa. We've got the dark academia crowd and the posh supermarkets with their whole rival universities. Done. Got it. Got it. Okay. We have our final entry. Who's it going to be? Finley! Hello, Finley! Oh, I love that art. That is fantastic, Finley. Now, which supermarket? Now, you've got very aquatic colour palette, which makes me immediately think the supermarket with the best fishmongers. I don't know who's got the best fishmongers anymore. Because a lot of the fishmongers got shut down. Maybe Marks and Spencer's for the good fish? I feel like Morrison's probably still a good fishmonger, so I'm leaning Morrison's for the fresh product. And also, I feel like you'd enjoy the fancy jam donuts they have at Morrison's. Like, they've got some decent baked goods, and you can just hang out in the cafe if you want to escape people. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Morrison's, maybe a little bit of Co-op as well, for when you just feel like a quiet shop. Morrison's does have a fishmonger. Okay, perfect. I thought Morrison's was one of the people that were still keeping up the fishmonger thing.
Ice fishing!
Ice fishing!
Ice fishing! Ice fishing!
You want to send the fish tuber to the one that serves the best fish. I mean, Dave, what do you think fish eat? Huh? Checkmate. Checkmate. There's one thing I know about fish. It says they enjoy fish. Beef. Oh, himbo. Living up to the reputation. Bread. That emote is so cute. The himbo bread. Oh, I love that. I love that. But yeah. Okay, and yeah, if you don't like fish, you could potentially plot to overthrow the fishmonger. I would support you. I would support you overthrowing the Morrison's fishmonger. But for now, I'm feeling Morrison's. Maybe with a little dip into Asda or Co-op, depending on if you're feeling social or anti-social. But definitely Morrison's is the core. The little pellets from the plastic jar. Oh my god, you're so right. What even are those? What even are those? What are those pellets? What are they made of? Why do I not know what fish food is made of? Why have I never known this? Oh, Himbos, thank you for following.
Himbos_ joined the cat family.
Thank you for following, dear Himbos. Okay, and with that, I think everyone is accounted for. All our supermarket crew is here. And with that, it is currently 6 o'clock, so we've been streaming for 2 hours, which means we have 3 hours to go in the 5-hour mega stream. So we're probably going to switch to some gaming next, but I hear it's nutrients and algae. I could be wrong. Oh, the basic components of most flaked fish food include fish meal, squid meal, shrimp meal, earthworm, spirulina, and vitamins and minerals. Wow, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. We are wrapping up. And what are you planning to play? I'm thinking it's between Persona 3 and Hades 2. Wait, why do you want me to read the next line? There probably aren't many surprises in that ingredient list given the commonality of most fish food combinations. What? What? Oh no, not Supermarket Simulator. No! Not Supermarket Simulator. You Hades, says Obake. Oh! Yeah, I'll probably put a poll up for voting between Persona and Hades because you didn't know. That's fair, that's fair. Like, yeah, I had no idea. I feel judged by that chat message. Dave's voting for Hades too. I'll put a poll up just in case, but I feel like we're leaning towards Hades. Let me do a poll. Poll time! What game we do? Persona 3 Reload or Hades 2? Or a co-working stream. Put in another one. And yeah, I'll pop the poll up for, we'll say 10 minutes, maybe? 5 minutes? 5 minutes, so I'm gonna need, we do have an ad break coming up. 5 minutes should be fine. Service error, try again. There we go. 5-minute poll and then breaking gaming. Hell yes. I fried a bunch of pierogi and some kielbasa for dinner. Yes! I long for the underworld. Of course you do. Of course you do. No worries, Jackalope. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Saturday. And good luck with all your tasks. Yeah, the ads are starting in 3 minutes. I am going to head off for a little sort of like 8-minute break, a little bit ahead of that, because I'm feeling a little bit funky. So I'm going to go take a wee breather, and then we will be back for gaming. But thank you all so much for joining me for our supermarket tier list. That was super duper fun. I look forward to doing some gaming when we return. Do let me know from the poll which you like, which your game choice is. And I will make sure to put this tier list online later, maybe after I do some visual tweaks to try and get everyone's art looking good. Yeah, always a joy to see you in chat, Jackal. That's so true. We're always super happy to see you here. And I hope everyone enjoyed their tier list. I hope you enjoyed your place on the tier list. If not, if you want to pick a fight, come at me. Come at me, we'll pick some fights. I'm gonna vote co-working just to be a rebel. Haha. That's right, I can vote in the polls too. But I'm going to take a little bit of an early break just to get some water and hydrate and recover myself a bit and try and sort out this cough, and I will be back very soon for whatever game we decide. See you shortly. Oh hi, I'm back. Thanks for bearing with me. I hear the little pop. That's me. That's me. Hi. Welcome back. Let me see who won. How did the poll go? Where did the poll go? Why can't I see the poll? No, what were the poll results? What were the poll results? Oh, I missed a bunch of fun stuff in the chat. Hang on, let me catch up. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. What supermarket does Katie belong in? I mean, she described Aldi as normal groceries with a central aisle of chaos. You're so right. I do love Lidl. I love Lidl and Aldi just for keeping my brain engaged. Rosie, I hope you're getting some nice rest. I hope you're getting to chill. Sleep well when it comes. Exactly. Yeah, I can't be trusted in Lidl alone. I'm in danger. But also, it's the only way to motivate myself to go get groceries is like, I'll just get myself a little something silly from the middle. I'll just get myself a silly little thing. Yeah, I will. I'll just get myself something silly. Oh, Frosty's like, hey Drowsy Dampier, do you need that craft room for some late night creativity? God, I want the craft room. I already have a study. That is a craft room. I'm just being extra jealous. Extra kind of like space wanting. I crave space. It seems the most Fae-inspired, doesn't it? Says Dear Geek Place. Normal to casual observers, then madness within. That's so true. That's the best description of Lidl and Aldi. It's very Fae. I feel like outside supermarkets, TK Maxx is the most Fae store, says Dave. I worked in one for a while, and yes, there is an order, but it's alien to the rest of the world. Yeah! TK Maxx is big Fae energy. Like, do I want random clothes brands I've never heard of, or brands I have heard of, but the prices don't match my expectations? Will I get a deal or will I get overcharged? Do I want fancy tea? Will there even be fancy tea, or are they currently on like a coffee syrup kick? What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? We just don't know. I guess technically they sell food stuff. They do, but it's all weird food stuff like giant pasta, fancy coffee and tea, fancy chocolates. It's good for the weird food stuff. It's quite good for gifts for foodies, yeah. Just things like special sauces and rubs or like fancy hot chocolates and teas. You can get that at TK Maxx. Even the people who work there, says Dave, don't know what's going to arrive. We just get hundreds of the same size box arrive daily that could have everything inside. Yeah, I always kind of got envious hearing you talk about that because it sounds fun. Like every day is a surprise. But the store manager orders it, right? Nope. They just get sent whatever they get sent and make the best of what arrives. That's so true. Hi, Riley! Hi, Riley! I worked nights, so we got the deliveries and had to play with all the toys. Yes! Our price check method too, if we got something with no label, was to between the three of us guess the price and print a new label. I love that. I love that. Hi, Key! Hi, Riley! Hi, Berg! Hello! We have finished the supermarket tier list, but I will fill you guys in on where you were. So this Tesco and Asda column is basically you're going to the supermarket at 2 AM in the chaos zone. And it started out with, I was just typecasting the Americans, going the Americans will go to Asda because it's 10% owned by Walmart. But then, of course, Spacey, Casey and Kat went in first. And between the three of them, I just know there's one person who's got a shopping list one person who's just buying whatever shiny thing they see, and one person who's throwing stuff they don't want or need into the trolley just to cause chaos. So it's just this badass power trio trying to wrangle itself as it goes around the shop. So, and then of course Sod's Boy came along and wanted to play a Yu-Gi-Oh match, which Riley got involved with and Eva got involved with. So there's this whole Yu-Gi-Oh match happening over here, and it's just chaos. And Night's trying to hack Asda in the background. So yeah, Riley, you did head to Asda to go see how Spacey, Casey, and Kat were getting on, but then there was a Yu-Gi-Oh match and you got distracted. Okay. And you were thinking of going to Asda to see what the hell these lot were up to, but Waitrose is where the Tories shop, the UK right wing. So it was decided that you would be in Waitrose to fuck with all those right wing posh people. Just absolutely find ways to ruin their lives while buying very little from the shop. No supporting the shop, only causing the chaos. Fucking with the Tories. We go to Waitrose to fuck with the Tories. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Riley says it's funny, there's a Lidl in Aldi very close to where I live, and Dave says I advocated for you being in Lidl because craft supply. Okay, but American food is in the Asda. And also Yu-Gi-Oh! All the card games. But yeah, Waitrose for work just to fucking ruin the lives of all the posh people there. It's okay, you remember a month ago when you said, gotta tell Mauve and Casey you found another partner when work said that she and I were wives? Yep. Yep, I remember that. It's something... Funny thing! Funny thing! Congratulations! Congratulations, Morgan Riley! I am assuming some congratulations are in order. Holy smokes, well done! Riley, you're not escaping the wife collecting accusations with this. Riley's like, I don't collect partners, and then... But seriously, congratulations. I'm so glad you guys are getting to hang out in the real world. That is awesome. That is so awesome. How many is she collecting? Well, I don't think Riley knew they were collecting any, so that means there's probably not an upper limit. Bold to assume that there's that much advanced planning going in. Katie, you're a girl's girl. You gotta help me here. Am I a girl's girl? I'm not sure what I am. I'm an incompetent mess. We gotta look out for each other. They're collecting me. You know, that's also true. That's also true. They are collecting Riley. Heck, I only catch streams on weekends and Inya's. Yee. I wasn't gonna say it, but... Yeah, the minute you said that, I think like half the stream were like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. we're all Cassandras in our own way. Wait, what are we saying about... It's cute. You think this is news? Hey, I mean, the officialization of it is news. Our headcanons are not canon until they are declared canon, okay? Okay? I know we are big believers in the headcanons here. Sorry, that's probably making things a bit weird. But seriously, congratulations. Big hugs and love. That's very, very exciting. Yeah, it's only canon as of yesterday. In this timeline, at least. That is hella exciting. Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations. We just get to build the mythos as Riley, either the wife collector or the collectible wife. Or both. The trailer's just heavily implied the plot twist. Menaces in my chat. Shippers everywhere. We all have the shipper brain rot in here. We do, it's a problem. We have the brain rot. Two people in chat start having chemistry and we're just like, haha, ship time. Our brains are rotten. We have been destroyed by the internet. It is fun though. We are all of us rotten women, Fidanchis. Even the men, you're all pedanties now. You're all rotten women. You don't get a choice. We are all rotten. You'd think I'm a guy and cannot be collected, but you're so cute, Obake. You're so very collectible. But you're so cute. Waifu catcher. Oh, that's very, very exciting though. Congratulations, both of you. You join us as we switch from supermarket to gaming, which means the stream info has apparently updated. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, I'm going to refresh my thingy. Refreshing the stream information. Apparently in her arms cannot escape. Oh, that's so cute. Dave, how did you... Moderator Dave, how did you manage to pick the wrong Hades 2? How did you manage to pick the wrong Hades 2? I'm gonna go fix that now. How is there even a second Hades 2? There we go. Okay, I've fixed our stream category. Time to wrap it up, kittens. Huge shout out to everyone who joined live and to all you people watching the VOD. Right now. You. Yeah. You. I see you. I see you there. I see you thinking this is the end of the VOD. Why is she still talking? What's she gonna say? Is she gonna tell us to like, comment, subscribe? Nah. Nah, I would never do that to you. I'm just gonna keep talking. Forever. And ever. And ever. I'm gonna keep talking. And I'm gonna keep watching. And I'm gonna keep looking at you. I see you. Oh! Wait. Something shiny. Okay, never mind. I gotta go see what that is. Okay, bye. I kinda want a burger.